Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana and thanks again for watching. I'm so excited to be here for our part 2. This is 4, but part 2 of makeup and skincare and everything empties. So the last one I did cleansing balms and I think sunscreens. How I've forgotten that, I have no idea. But this one is more of like a mishmash of everything. So I'm just going to jump in because we have a lot to cover and I want to get through it all quickly. Everything will be linked below, of course, and make sure to give this video a like and consider subscribing if you're not already. Okay, let's get in. All right, I'm going to go through these in no particular order, but I'm so excited to get these off of my desk because they've been sitting here for a while. So the first one is the ANSWR Keratin treatment. I have raved about this in the past. I did a whole video on it. I will link it above. I tested this for the first time last year. They sent over this bottle actually for free and to like try it out. They did not sponsor me. They did not give me anything other than the product. And I tried it out and you can go to the video and watch the transformation that occurred with my hair. Now, I let it kind of grow out because I tried to do these maybe twice a year just because like I don't have time to do it that frequently. But also you don't need to necessarily do it as much in the winter, in my opinion. So I did it more recently and the change in my hair, just from being like more manageable, less frizzy, less kind of flyaways in the front, it's just unmatched. And this is so affordable. I know they're having a sale right now. It's probably over by the time this video goes live. But this is a forever purchase. I repurchased it last year during Black Friday, so I have like 3 backups. And it's just so simple. It saves me hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And if you do have kind of, I don't want to say like I don't like my curly hair, I just don't like the frizzy nature of it. And I kind of do prefer when it's straighter just because I work out so much. And this really just kind of saves me a lot of hassle and a lot of extra damage that I don't need to inflict on my hair. The other thing I want to talk about, this is not an empty, but this is, what do they call it? Flyaway and brow control. I didn't know it was brow control. Wow. But it basically is like clear brow gel. I'm going to try it. I already have stuff on my brows though. This stuff is amazing. I lately have had a lot of flyaways like right here, right on by my ears. And what it does is it's literally just a brow gel. So I probably could just use any brow gel, but it puts those down so that like they're not out of control. And I just leave this on my desk because I use it so much during the summertime and I love it. And next time when I repurchase, I'm gonna buy more of that because I really like it. Although I guess I could just use a clear brow gel, couldn't I? Okay, next up we have the NATURIUM Skin Renewing Retinol Body Lotion. I really, really love this stuff. I went through it so quickly. This is 8 fluid ounces. So it looks like a lot, but it's actually not that much for a body lotion. It says advanced retinol for smoother skin. And I don't know if I'm getting necessarily the retinol benefits, but I am getting the smoother skin from this. I love this stuff so much. It goes on pretty quickly. It doesn't feel greasy. It soaks in pretty quickly, especially like I'm applying it in the summer, which for me, applying body lotion in the summer can be hit or miss. Sometimes it just sits on my skin. This does not. It goes in. It doesn't have a fragrance. It's just very easy. And my skin feels so butter smooth afterward. So I repurchased, I think, a double, like 2 of them because they had a sale recently. So I've already restocked on this and I really, really enjoy it. Also, this packaging, this blue is so cute. Okay, next up is the CAUDALIE Resveratrol-Lift. This is a serum. They sent over some free products for me and I really enjoyed a lot of them. Not all of them, but this was one of the things that I really, really loved. I went through it so quickly though, and then when I went to like look about maybe repurchasing it, it was $98 I think, and I was like, I just can't. Like this is 1 fluid ounce, I believe, yeah. I would go through it so quickly, it's just not affordable for me. I am trying kind of what I think could be a dupe, so if it is kind of a dupe and I find that it does the same thing, then I will mention that in a dupe video, but it's beautiful, it smells great. I don't know if it actually did a lot, but I just really enjoyed using it. And I wish I could repurchase it, but too expensive. Okay, next up is the Dove Exfoliating Body Polish in crushed macadamia and rice milk. So this is a body product, obviously, and it has a very kind of, not super fine, but like medium grade kind of exfoliator. So not too harsh, not too soft, kind of the middle. And the smell of it is divine. It kind of comes off as almost like a milky consistency. I don't find like it does that much to my skin. Like it's not the most exfoliating, but it's just enjoyable, and it costs like $5 on Amazon, so I've repurchased it. I don't know if I will continue to, but it is just kind of like a fun exfoliator. So yeah. Okay, next up, this one should have gone in the other video, but I just finished it recently. This is the Tarte Baba Balm Moisturizer. This stuff is so good. I don't know why Tarte, like what are they doing? How are they making a really good thick moisturizer when like I don't think of them at all for skincare because they're a makeup brand? But this is very, very nice. I've talked about it before. It's rich, but it's not too rich. I only use it at nighttime, and it's pretty much always on sale, so you can get it like for a lot off, and it's just an enjoyable experience. I don't think it has a smell. No smell to it. Nice and creamy. It feels like my skin definitely is plumper the next morning. It doesn't have that kind of moisture barrier like some of the ones that I really enjoy. But that said, I do reach for it over and over, and I already have a backup of this. So huge plus for this. Okay, let's go through some of the sunscreens. So first up is the Peter Thomas Roth Max Matte Shine Control Sunscreen. I've had this for a while. I think it's expired, but the last time, I don't know where the expiration date. So it just recently expired, but I was trying this earlier this year and it is not good. I wanted something getting ready for the summer that was more matte that I could just put on and not worry about. This is definitely matte, but it pills like a mother, you know. It doesn't have the consistency that I want. I find it's too thick. I actually did not use it all because A, it's expired, and B, I hated it. So it's got a creamier, thicker consistency, but when you start layering it on top of itself, it just pills. So if you can just do one sheer layer, it kind of works, but I don't do that. So for anyone wearing a little bit more, or the like standard amount that you should wear, it just pills, and I cannot justify paying this much for something this bad. So this one is not empty per se, but it's a throwaway, and I'm counting it as an empty for those reasons. Now these two are pretty much empty. I've talked about the Say. This one is not 100% empty, but it did go bad, and I've talked about that before. The fact of the matter is that it has this airless pump. This is what it's supposed to look like, and the product is too thick, in my opinion, for that. So it never comes out, or it comes out for a little bit and then it stops working. And then I had to just open it like this, like what I just did, and then squeeze it out. And because of that, I think too much air got into the product, and it started looking like this is all separated, you can't see it. And then I saw like green specks in it, and I was just like, I'm not putting this on my face. As much as I love it, I just can't, you know, don't put expired products on your face. But this is a beautiful, beautiful sunscreen. It's been in my top 5 for the year. It is one that I continually rave about. I just hate the packaging. But if you only have one sunscreen and you can go through it pretty quickly, this is something that I do recommend. I wish they would change the packaging, and then it would be a forever repurchase. I think in the future what I'm going to do is just repurchase the mini size, which kind of makes sense for me because I do have so many sunscreens that the mini is actually a better idea. And then it also just has a flip top, so that will be kind of just more in my wheelhouse for how I use products, but love this sunscreen so much. Next is the Summer Fridays Shade Drops. I finally finished it, guys. It's completely gone. This took me a year to finish, but mainly because I use it more in the summer. This is a really good natural matte finish. It doesn't feel drying matte, but it doesn't have any glow to it. It just kind of settles into your skin and feels pretty much like your skin. It has a slight kind of beige or grayish tint to it, so that cancels out any white cast from the zinc oxide, but it doesn't feel like it has a cast on my skin. I can wear it alone, I can wear it under makeup. Some people say it pills. I've never had that. I know that other people say that it has caused irritation. Again, I haven't really had that, so I would consider repurchasing this for sure if I didn't have so many sunscreens, but that's my problem, not the sunscreens. I think this would be a forever repurchase if I just had less. Let's go through these 3 empties really quickly. So these are Frownies. I've talked about them before. These are facial patches you put on either your forehead or under your eyes or other places on your face. And they basically, you can kind of train your skin to not move as much so that you don't get as many wrinkles. I use it primarily on my forehead because look at them wrinkles. And I do like them. I feel like they do kind of help train your muscles to kind of operate differently. But I don't think they're not Botox. Like, they just aren't. Some people can do really well with them. I think the more I wear them, that's what they say, like your skin kind of operates differently. But I forget sometimes, or like I want to put on products, and these really only work on your like very, very dry skin. So if you put on your moisturizer or whatever, they're not going to stick to it. So it's kind of like, you know, some nights I want to put on more product and other nights I'm okay with using them. But I have repurchased 3, and I have 2 in my bathroom now. So I continue to use them and continue to like them. But you know, they have some quirks to it, and I'm not going to go into detail about that because if you go to their Instagram page, they have so many tutorial videos on it. But it is a good option if you don't want to do anything like Botox or fillers or anything like that. It's a more natural option, so I clearly like them. All right, we're getting down to it. The next one is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Refresh Spray. The reason this is an empty is because you can't see it here, but it looks different. The color got like milkier and like a different shade, and I'm pretty much done with it, but I think this is expired and I just don't feel like I want to put it on my face and test that. This was okay. I don't really believe in setting sprays. They don't do anything for me, and I don't need the extra glow. So if anything, I need like a matte one, but I just have never found that they really help my makeup stay. And I even have like the Max Fix Plus. I have all of the like generic or like the urban all-nighter, the ones that people rave by? What's the word? Rave or stand by? What? I don't know. But I just don't find that they do much. This one was the mini. I would not repurchase, but it was fun to test. All right, I've got some mascaras and then we're almost done. So I have the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. Love, 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 love this. It was in one of my monthly favorites a while back. It's got this kind of unique wand where it's kind of rounded like so. And it's not really a tubing mascara, but it comes off very, very easily. So I kind of consider it one. It gives you a lot of definition, but also volume. It's pretty much a perfect mascara, but I found that mine dried out so quickly. And I mean, I have mascaras that I use in here that have like been here forever and they're still fine. So this one did seem like it dried really quickly, and I don't love that feel. So that would be my one complaint about it. Then the next one I have in my hand is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. This is a great tubing mascara. It's got a really thin, small wand, but it works really well for me on either like my bottom lashes or if I want a more natural lash on top. It is true tubing mascara. It works absolutely lovely. You know, it's one of those things, I probably have 30 mascaras right now, so I don't need to repurchase, but I would highly, highly recommend it for the future. And then one of my all-time favorites, this is the L'Oreal Double Extend. I've talked about this for years. This is one of the best tubing mascaras, and there's probably a little bit left in here. And actually, like, the fact that these have one small one here and then this is your primer on this side, you would think that you just don't get as much product, but I find that these actually last so long. This is volume. If you want a tubing mascara with a normal brush that gives you volume, this is the one I always recommend to people. It's from the drugstore. It's so easy. The primer works beautifully. You can use it without the primer. There's just nothing wrong with it in my book. Okay, last two. So we have the Grande Lash MD Lash Serum. This one, I love it so much. I have a backup, but I'm trying to use one from Amazon, and I have not found that it works. But I also remember the first time I used this, it didn't feel like it was working, and they were like, you got to use it for 6 weeks. And I was like, okay. And I kept trying. Each week I was like, I see nothing. And then like week 6 hit and it actually worked. So I'm giving the other one 6 weeks, but I feel like I'm probably just gonna go back, or I've already repurchased this one. But this one is just the GOAT. It works really well. If you get it in your eyes, it can sting, but I found that with most. It's worth the money in my opinion. And if this other one doesn't start working soon, I'm going back to my Grande Lash. Oh my gosh, I always get so out of breath in these videos. The next one is the In Beauty Project Lip Glaze in the shade, what is it? Number 8. It's the Mystery Glaze. I love this stuff. I'm gonna put on the little drops that I have left on the brush to show you. I have nothing else on my lips. Not only does it smell like Fruity Pebbles or something like that, it goes on clear. Give it a few minutes though, and it's gonna have, I mean, it's supposed to be one of those like pH adjusting. They all are the same shade of pink, which I actually really love. I think that whatever shade it all comes out to be is the shade that I love the most. And this one has one of the nicest kind of thick, cushiony feels to it. It just brings out this really pretty like baby doll pink, but not too unnatural pink to my lips. And I waited until the 2-pack of this came in stock on Sephora. It's this shade and then like a more like berry shade. And I picked those up, so I did repurchase it. I still love this one. I don't love the berry shade, so in the future I would just get this number 8 one, the mystery gloss. I love it. It lasts on your lips for a long time. You can talk, you can drink. I mean, it does come off if you drink through a straw or whatever, but I feel like it does last a little bit longer because it is thicker. And it just, as you can see, like it's starting to come out, but it just gives you this really, really pretty, not too noticeable, but not like invisible kind of sheer color to your lips. So that's what it is. All right, guys, got my bucket of empties and my frownies here, and I'm gonna go throw them away. Very excited, and recycle. So if you enjoyed this video and you're still watching, definitely give it a big old thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.